What's going on, guys? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again. In this video, this is our congratulations, we did it. We finally got 30,000 subscribers. Definitely been a long time coming. Definitely been a slower process as we got closer to 30,000 subscribers, but I just wanted to plug in with you guys and just let you guys know how incredibly grateful I am to be able to be in a position to have 30,000 subscribers, to think of this channel that started back in 2018 of March. And to get to 300 subscribers was an accomplishment, and eventually 3,000, and eventually 10,000, and now we're at 30,000 subscribers. So I'm very, very grateful. Of course, this live stream is not only going to be about how glad I am that I finally got 30,000 subs. This live stream, like all the other live streams, I will be here to answer you guys' questions in regards to credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. As a matter of fact, if you're new to the channel, that's what I talk about on this particular channel, how to build credit TV. So go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. As you guys are coming into the live stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up on this video. It helps the channel tremendously, and more importantly, this is a celebratory video, right? We're celebrating 30,000 subscribers, and it's actually kind of cool because this is a good week to hit 30,000 subscribers. I think I hit 30,000 subscribers yesterday, which was Monday, which is normally when I do my live streams, but I haven't been doing them on Mondays lately, but that's okay. I'm plugged in today. And so yeah, it took a while to finally get the 30,000 subs, but I'm really, really excited, and I'm just so happy that I've been in a position to make videos and talk about credit, and even learn more about credit over the last 4 years in making these videos for you guys and answering you guys' questions in regards to credit and credit card. So it's been a really good blessing. This week so far is going quite well, and this week is a super important week because this week on Friday, your boy's gonna turn 44 years old, and I'm actually thinking about doing a live stream on Friday. I'm actually thinking about working also on Friday, which is bonkers. I drive Uber, and well, whenever I want to. Sometimes I don't drive Uber, right, because I'm lazy. But yeah, so I'm considering working this Friday, which is my birthday, and that's like the first time that I will work on my birthday since maybe 14, 15. I don't remember the exact age, but when I was like 14 or 15 years old and a little younger, but maybe 14 or 15 was the last time this happened. My dad, he owns a mechanic shop, and he works on cars. And so he's like, your birthday is nothing special, it's just another day, right? And as a kid, that's not necessarily the lesson that I want to learn or the thing that I want to accept. And so, whether I was 12 or 14 or 15, I don't remember the age, whatever age it was, my dad would make me work like half of my birthday, right? So he was like, it's just another day. And I really don't understand why he was trying to teach me that lesson. Like, I'm a parent, and I'm not gonna tell my kids that their birthday is nothing special. You know what I'm saying? I think over time, you may feel like your birthday is not necessarily nothing special, but your birthday is less of a big deal. Like, this is my 44th birthday coming up on Friday. And so, like I said, maybe I'll do a live stream. But the thing is, at 15 and at 12, and, hopefully you should, kind of like your birthday. So it's kind of weird that he was trying to teach me that my birthday was just like any other day. And so the reason why I brought that up is because, like I said, I'm actually considering working on my birthday, driving Uber, and then of course doing a live stream on my birthday. So we'll see. It'll be kind of cool to get on here and celebrate with you guys on my actual birthday, which is gonna be this Friday. So things are going quite well. I hope you guys are doing good. More importantly, as you're coming into the live stream, don't hesitate to smash the thumbs up. As a matter of fact, if you want to share the very first video that you've ever watched when you found my channel, How to Build Credit TV, slap that into the comment section. I'm just curious, like, what was the very first video? What was the topic, the video topic that you first learned about how to build credit TV, right? And so like, if you can remember whatever that first video was or whatever that topic was, and I know that's probably a tall order, but I think that'll be kind of cool to share the very first video that you found or watch of this channel, How to Build Credit TV. I know that for me, my very first video that I ended up doing was talking about how to build credit, because of course the channel is called How to Build Credit. And at the time, that was the key word that I was most concerned and most interested in targeting, because I felt like, everybody's gonna, want to know how to build their credit. There's always gonna be people that are interested in building credit. Everybody, every day somebody turns 18 and they're starting their journey, right? Or they might be turning 44 and they're starting their journey. So I decided, let me make my first video on how to build credit. And boy, that video was super interesting. So yeah, like I said, I'm very curious, what was the first topic or video that you were exposed to How to Build Credit TV? If you want to share that in the comment section, I think that'd be really neat to kind of read up on that. If you guys want to share anything in regards to credit cards, it's so funny. There are so many credit cards out there, and I don't get on Google and like scour the net and like, all right, what's the next latest greatest credit card? Like I can't even tell you if I've ever researched what's the latest or upcoming credit cards out there. I don't even do that. But and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But I'm just saying, I personally don't do it. But yeah, like I said, let me know the very first video that you saw of How to Build Credit TV. And of course, if you want to share anything, you can share that in the comment section. I'm definitely going to be jumping over to the comment section pretty soon. So yeah, like I said, today's going well. Today's Tuesday, the 21st. Today's actually my cousin's birthday. Then I had a cousin's birthday on June 18th. We're the exact same age, and so he's born 6 days before me. He's on the 18th and I'm on the 24th. But there's a lot of birthdays in June in my family, which is quite interesting. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, today's going well. I didn't drive Uber as much as I would like to today. I haven't been able to sleep well the last couple of nights. Like maybe in the last 2 nights, Sunday night and Monday night, I probably got a combination of 6.5 hours of sleep. And it wasn't because I didn't want to sleep. Like I was in bed, I was being proactive. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be in bed by 9:30. because I got to get up at 3:45, right? So like the goal is to fall asleep by 9:45, right? And that's going to give me 6 hours, right? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, right? So I get up at 3:45. And so it's been quite interesting. Haven't rested well, but still a good week. And then today I ended up having to bring my Tesla in to get it checked because there's a weird noise that it makes sometimes when I go over bumps. And I was like, okay, I need to fix this. This has gone on for long enough. And I'm considering, like, should I sell the Tesla? Should I pay it off? I'm like, all of a sudden I feel huge motivation in paying off my debts. And there's 2 huge debts that I have to pay off. And I'm not excited about either one, right? So the Tesla is one of them, okay? And I think I probably own like $36,000 on that, which clearly is a doobie ton of money because $36,000 is like a top of the line Honda Accord or top of the line top of the line Toyota Camry. And the reason why I mentioned those 2 cars is those 2 cars I'm very excited about. So right now my Tesla balance is almost $37,000. There it is. That's my Tesla loan right there, $36,000. And I'm considering paying that off. And then my student loans, I think, is like $51,000. And so it's interesting when I think about paying that off because, that's like 87 G's. Now, I don't want to make extra payments. So like on my Tesla loan, my car note's $737, which is a crap ton of money. I mean, I don't recommend it. Okay. And so of course I could probably pay, pay up, add whatever the difference is between 737 and 1,000, right? I could probably do that. But I'm just like, you know what? Let me save my money in case something comes up that's a little more important than paying off my Tesla. Like right now would be a prime time for me to invest and get more shares in the stock market, because my portfolio is down. Like my portfolio is down like 90 G's. Like, and it's not down 90 G's based on the money I have invested. It's down 90 G's based on where it was. Like I was up at 1.40, 60 G's, and it's down 90 G's from there. So let's be very clear about that. And so it's all quite interesting, to be honest with you. And so I'm deciding, okay, I'm going to save my money, and see how I feel. And then maybe I will pay off my student loans. Maybe I'll pay off my car loan. And of course, this is the most perfect and ideal scenario, right? Because of course, I have no idea what's going to happen in the next year. You know, I don't know if there's going to be major events that will call for my money that I was trying to save to pay off these loans. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like the most expensive thing I've ever paid for in a big lump sum of money was my child support. Okay, there was a time that I accumulated a lot of child support. It ended up being like $21,000 because I was a bum. Not necessarily, but we'll say I was a bum. So it was like $21,000, and then I basically dedicated 2017 to 2019. It was like August 2017 to August 2019. And ironically, I was at work and I was figuring out the math. I was like, okay, I'm going to take 2 years. And so I was like, okay, save $200 this week, save $250 this week, save $200 this week, save $250 this week. I did that for 2 years straight. And in July 2019, I ended up paying like $19,255.10. Of course, I'm never going to forget that amount, because that is the largest amount that that's the biggest lump sum I've ever paid towards anything. Okay. And the reason why I didn't want to make extra payments, you know, those 2 years. So I was just like, all right, I need to save this up, because I wasn't trying to send the wrong message, you know, like I'm paying extra on my back support. You know, my ex might have been like, yo, your boy's got money. Let's take him back and get some more money. Right. Because kids are expensive. I get it. And I don't mind paying child support, you know, or I didn't mind. I don't have to pay it anymore. Hallelujah. Anyway, you know, I love my kids, right? So, yeah. So I had the money in my bank account, and I had to get a cashier's check for $19,255.10 and mail that to child support. Now, that one didn't feel as bad because I really had to pay the child support off in order to be able to renew my passport. So for a lot of the procrastinators out there, and myself being one of them, there was a time that I could have renewed my passport back in 2011, and I was like, I don't need it. I'm not going anywhere. It's fine. I'll renew it whenever. Like I could have renewed it, and I didn't owe any child support at the time. In Texas, if you owe more than $2,500 in child support, you cannot renew your passport. So of course, I learned that lesson way after I owed $2,500. So my motivation in paying off the $19,255.10 was because I needed my passport, because my grandma lives in Canada, and that was my motivation. Like I have to be able to see my grandma. Of course, I have more family in Canada as well, and so that was my motivation. So that's a little bit different. For me to be stacking my money over here in the corner to say to myself, I'm gonna pay off $51,000 in student loans, man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I never, ever, ever thought about paying off student loans. So like honestly, right now, I'm like, okay, which one do I want to pay off? The Tesla's 36, student loans 51. Now I don't have to pay off the student loans, but for whatever reason, I'm like feeling it. Okay. Question for you guys: which one would you pay off? Would you pay off your student loans? You owed $51,000. Oh, and listen to this. Listen to this. So my student loans, the interest is 3.5%, and the Tesla car loan, which is $36,000 right now, call it 37. So we have 51,000 student loans, 37,000 Tesla. Which one of those two would you pay off? Okay. So the student loan interest is 3.5%, which back in the day we're like, yo, that's good. And then the Tesla's interest is 2.49%. 2.49, a whole percent less than my student loans. So I'm looking at the student loans like, damn, that's a lot of that 1% is like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, like, should I be in a hurry to pay off the Tesla? Like, no, I shouldn't, right? Because the interest is lower. So I'm curious. Let me know in the comments section which one you would pay off. Once again, student loan $51,000, 3.5 interest on that, and the Tesla is 37,000 left, and 2.49 interest on that. Let me know in the comment section. I'm very curious. And speaking of the comment section, I'm about to jump in there right now. I appreciate you guys jumping in on this live stream, this celebratory 30,000 subscribers, which it's hilarious. There's so many things in life that seems like, oh my God, if I accomplish this is a big deal. And then, like most things in life, when you finally accomplish it, and then after accomplishing it, it's like it's just like nothing special. And it's funny that I'm saying that, because like I'm super grateful for 30,000 subscribers. At one point, I was super grateful for 100 subscribers. You know, because when I started the channel, I didn't have a huge social media following. I didn't do anything social media wise. I still haven't done anything social media wise. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just another place for me to share, but I don't want to share, and I don't want something else to manage. I'm private anyway, so I don't really like Instagram and Facebook, but it's great. They're great tools. And then of course there's TikTok now, right? So yeah, when I started, I remember having 30 subscribers, and it was like, ooh, you know, I had to, you know, I told some friends, which I didn't want to do, because telling friends and family your dreams or your goals, sometimes, most of the times, backfires, because it's not their dream, it's not their goal, and they're skeptical, right? I like, hey, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, I'm gonna talk about credit, and maybe one day I can make some money from it, right? So once again, I remember being grateful for 100 subscribers. Okay, so once I got the 100 subscribers, cool. All right, 500 subscribers, sweet. 1,000 subscribers. I'm living now. You know what I mean? So now, even though there's 30,000 subscribers on the channel right now, it doesn't feel like anything super duper special, just because after you accomplish certain things, it's like it loses the juice, it loses the magic, so to say. Now, that doesn't mean that tomorrow, you know, if I had 300 subscribers tomorrow, I'm gonna like it. No, I probably won't like it. But you know, after a while, like I said, the thing in which you hold so highly, after a while, it's not anything special. Like if you want to get a fancy car, you want to get, you know, a Lexus, if a Lexus is the mark, and you want to get a specific Lexus, or you want to get a specific Benz or a BMW, you know, after you have that car for like a year and a half, 2 years, like it's not as magical, you know, as it was when you were excited about the journey to be able to get to the point to get the Lexus. And I think that that's quite interesting. I know for me personally, I am obsessed with better, best, bestest, betterest. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, how can I be the best version of myself? How can I upgrade this? How can I do that? How can I, you know? So from that perspective, it's easy to kind of overlook and not really appreciate where you are in this particular moment. If I'm being absolutely honest with you guys, the last 3 years of my life has been insanely magical. Insanely magical. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my kids. We ate lunch on Father's Day, and I was talking to my kids, and you know, I'm having real mature grown folk conversation. And I remember I was sharing with my kids, somebody asked me, you know, am I happy? Like, how is life? Like, are you happy with your life? And for a moment, I went straight to like the negative things, or not the negative things, but the things that I want to improve, and the things that I, you know, would like to be perfect, because of course people like stuff perfect. We want things to be ideal. So my mind went, okay, straight to the things that I wanted to be ideal. So instead of doing that and answering that, I stopped for a second, and then I said, you know, if I compare my life today to my life 10 years ago, right? I'm 43 right now, so of course I'll be 44 on Friday, but I'm like, okay, when I was 34, my life looked a lot different at 34. And so I started to realize like just how incredible my life is right now. Technically, in the last 3 years, from 41 to 43, slowly, my life started to transition from when I was 41. But since that point, I've basically done the things that I want to do, which is a really, really good feeling. And so like I'm very aware like these last 3 years is a very good season in my life. At least let's say it's a good financial season, because that's really what I'm talking about. And so even in those 3 years, like my finances has gone like this, and now of course it's coming back down, which I mean, I know that's just how life is. You're never always on top. So it's been definitely quite interesting, to say the least. And I owe it all to YouTube. I mean, that's the beauty. I owe it all to you guys. I owe it all to the subscribers. I owe it all to the YouTube algorithm that decides to share my videos or push my videos in front of people, or not push my videos in front of people. But I definitely, my life has transformed because of this particular channel. And one of the cool things I love about that is the fact that my small efforts in the beginning has paid off, right? The small effort, the laboring of uploading a video, not being competent or confident necessarily 100% in what I was talking about, but like I'm still knuckleheaded enough to just push through and okay, here's another video. And it's like, is the quality as good as I want? No. All right, great. Here's another video, like DJ Khaled, another one, right? And so I just kept taking these steps. And this is very, very, very important, because it's very symbolic of life. It's very symbolic of overcoming obstacles, right? Like if I have to climb a mountain, I don't get, I shouldn't let the top of the mountain overwhelm me, right? Of course, if I have to climb the mountain and it's like 5 miles, right? And I can't even see the top, but I know it's 5 miles, right? Like I could think about that, or I can think about the fact that like, okay, yes, I can accomplish 5 miles, but I have to take all of these steps in order for it to happen. And so, step number 2,000 is as important as step 5,000, right? As step 10,000 in order to complete the 5 miles. And so those steps, like step 1,000 seems insignificant when you're on step 10,000. However, you can't get to 10,000 without completing step 1,000. So be encouraged in the small steps that we take in order to accomplish something, and I know for me and most human beings, we want everything now, right? That's one of the things that, as I have experienced life over the years, we are very much an instant society, right? Like, I mean, I went from a place where internet was dial-up internet, right? And now we have Wi-Fi. No, we had to be plugged in to have internet, and now we have wireless internet, right? So a lot of things are instant, and of course I want things instant as well, but I definitely value the journey. A lot of people talk about it's the journey, not the destination, but I think that means something to you when it means something to you. You know what I mean? A prime example would be back in my early 30s. I can remember my mom telling me, just take it one day at a time, and it's funny, right? Like, how many times have we heard that? Take it one day at a time. Whether you've heard that because somebody was telling someone else, or you heard that because someone was telling you, or you heard that because you were watching a movie on TV, we've all heard that phrase before, just take it one day at a time. And the directions are so simple. Just take it one day at a time. That's it. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about next month and next year. Worry about today, And so anyway, let me jump into the comment section here and say what's up to you guys. We got my boy Matthew in the building. What's going on, my man? It's a pleasure to see you in the house as usual. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. All of you guys that decided to stop by and share with the How to Build Credit TV family in this celebration of 30,000 subscribers. Super grateful, super duper grateful. By the way, channel members, I will be having some content that is only going to be for you guys at some point. I have some content and I need to edit it and cut and splice and all that good stuff, but there will be some channel member content coming pretty soon here. Give me a couple of weeks to get that together. All right, so we got Matthew in the building. He says, good to see you, Dwayne. Yes, sir. We got my boy Deepan, Mr. Patel. What's going on, bro? He says, my brother, 30,000 subs. Wow, congratulations. Well deserved for sure. I've been rocking with you since 2018. Definitely helped me in my journey. With that being said, approved for the Hilton Aspire card, $20,000. Bro, I feel like I'm on, what's that? Wheel of Fortune, but I think it's $25,000, right? It's something like that. It's either 20 or 25,000. Man, congratulations to you, my bro. Let me find a horn for you, my brother, so I can hit the horn. Yes, sir. That is incredible, man. I know that feels really good. I can remember some of our conversations when we were talking about, like, before you got your Lexus. By the way, I think you probably paid that off. So I know you're probably a fan of paying off the Tesla or paying stuff off. But yeah, I can remember our phone conversations, man. And it's so cool that, you're in a place where, a $20,000 credit limit, I don't give a damn how hard you work to get to that point. That's incredible. Like, that had to have felt amazing. You click submit and you see the little spinning wheel, and then it shows up, congratulations, you're approved for $20,000 on your Aspire card, which I think is a very, very solid card. That card has a lot of great benefits. That resort fee credit is good on there. There's also another like $200 or $250 credit that you get for something. I don't remember if it's a travel credit or not, but that's a very, very solid card. I think the annual fee is $450 on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Let me know. We got my boy D in the building. What's going on, Mr. Green? Thank you so much for stopping by, my brother. It is a pleasure to have you in the house. By the way, we have Mr. Patel is a channel member, okay? My boy Deepan is a channel member. Appreciate you, my man. So is Ryan. Ryan's in the building. Ryan says, congrats, my man. You've helped me tremendously through my credit journey. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the kind words. Honestly, I think it's really cool that in helping others, I have also helped myself. It's pretty funny because I got a check today from Google. So if you have a YouTube channel and your channel is monetized, or if you have a website, if you are connected to Google and Google pays you, whether it's by people clicking your ads in a website or the ads that play in front of your video, everybody gets paid on the 21st of every single month. And so if you have $100 or more, you're going to get paid. Of course, I get direct deposit because this is not 1990. So of course I get direct deposit. So I got my little YouTube money today, and of course it's nothing special. And part of the reason why it's nothing special is because I don't make as much videos as I did, right? So if I'm going to be transparent with you guys, which I will, my check from Google was $545, okay, or something like that, right? And I can remember making 2, 3, 4 times that much. But I said to myself, okay, I got my little $500 check from Google. That $500 check, $545. That $545 check is still life-changing money. You know what I'm saying? $500 a month for 10 months is $5,000. There are countless people. I feel like everybody can benefit from an extra $500, right? So definitely grateful. So D says, hello, Dwayne. Congratulations. Well-deserved reward for your hard work. Keep going. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my man. We got Sean in the house. Sean says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family, congratulations on the 30,000 subs. Absolutely. Congratulations to you guys, right? Like, I wouldn't be here without you guys. And the cool thing is, like, as the channel is growing, and of course it's growing a little slower today than it was in the past. And the reason why it's growing slower is because I'm doing less videos, right? Like, if I was grinding like a madman, I would have more exposure and I would get more subscribers. That's how YouTube works. it doesn't necessarily work the same for everyone, right? Like you can have somebody that starts YouTube today and they can have 10,000 subscribers by next month. And you're like, what the F, right? And then you could have started your YouTube channel and your channel's 6 months old, a year old, and you might have 1,100 subscribers. So there's a lot of different factors. But I remember getting subscribers, and as I'm getting the subscribers, I remember thinking to myself, this is kind of cool, right? Like I have 100 subscribers. Like this is working. It's working, and it's working on a very, very small scale. Doesn't feel like anything special. But here we are today, 4 years later, right? From being grateful for 100 subscribers to now having 30,000 subscribers. And of course, there's a lot of other YouTube channels that have way more, you know, like I have 30,000, somebody has 300,000, right? Somebody has 3 million, right? There's always that because that's just how life is. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my 30. Joshua, what's going on, bro? He says, what's the difference between TransUnion and Equifax? Well, the credit bureaus, for the most part, they're the same, right? Like the idea is the same. What may be different, or what is definitely different, is sometimes going to be the information that's reported. So if I apply for a loan and that particular bank only pulls TransUnion, then what's on Equifax is not going to be exactly identical to what's on my TransUnion because the credit card company or the bank only pulled TransUnion, right? There's just basically three, actually four, I guess, but as far as what the difference is, there's really no difference per se. What makes your credit score different is what's being reported. And so if there's different information being reported, you're not going to have the exact same credit score number on all three credit bureaus because, of course, you're not going to have the exact same information recorded exactly the same on all three of those bureaus. Thanks for stopping by, Josh. Good question. Mr. Patel says, first video I saw of yours was a Capital One Quicksilver review. First card I was approved for when I started my rebuild. Saw the video and was hooked on your channel. Great to see your journey. Man, I appreciate that. Like, trust me, bro, every single time like you guys are in the live stream, especially the channel members or anybody that is just a returning viewer in the live stream, it makes me so happy because like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen in my live stream, you know, there's been times that I've had over 100 people in the live stream. Now that's a big deal for me, you know, because somebody else might have 500 or 1,000 or 5,000, right? But it's definitely refreshing to see another friendly face in the live stream. I appreciate y'all for keep coming back. We got Cinemadness in the building. Speaking about coming back, my boy Cinemadness, who's a channel member, he says Dwayne is back again. You already know. We got Chan Man. What's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the channel. Says congrats, family. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Definitely don't remember seeing you in the live stream before, so I appreciate you coming out and congratulating me, of course, but taking the time to comment. Thank you so much for that. And we got my boy Dwight in the building. Dwight is a channel member. He says congratulations, Dwayne, on 30,000 and many more. I think the first video I saw was December 2019, and it was a Navy Federal video. Cool. I really appreciate you guys sharing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's really, really neat. You know, and I'm definitely curious. I'm definitely curious as to what that was. Cinemadness says he's listening while he's at work. That's funny. Hey man, whatever works for you. We got Danny Boy in the building. Says congrats. Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you back in another stream, my brother. Appreciate you. Cinemadness says, okay, guys. Bonus update time. I want to say first off, congrats Dwayne. So ever since started my checking account turning in June 30th of 21, I got a grand total of $2,070. I'm also expecting $250 from Bank of the West, and I'm working on my cashback match. Also in that year, I missed out on $50 Discover referral, the Wells Fargo $300 bonus, and the $200 Spiral bonus on to next year. Hey, that's pretty cool, man. I mean, the good news is you have the patience, you have the time. There are countless bonuses out here, you know, not only credit card bonuses, obviously banking bonuses as well. Financial accounts are financial opportunity bonuses. And I'm glad that you have the energy to actually sign up for these things and take advantage of that, because I mean, it's free money. You can't beat free money. I mean, that never gets old. So that's freaking awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that information, bro. We got Jesus in the building, says, the strange noise your Tesla makes when you go over bumps is more likely a person screaming in agony. Nah. And you know what was weird? So I brought the little, like the whole Tesla process, as far as like bringing your car to the dealership, is just trash. You got to make an appointment. You got to make the appointment in the app, and then the appointment's normally like out in front, right? It's not like, oh, I want to go tomorrow, right? Like it's like a week, right? So you make the appointment, then you go in, then they got to inspect the car, then they might have to order the part, and then they'll tell you we need to order the part so you can take the car back, and then we'll reschedule when we get the part. We'll tell you. It's crazy. So today I finally was like, yo, I need to go ahead and take it in. I want to get this fixed. It's been doing this since probably the beginning, okay? And so I'm like, I want to get it fixed. So ironically, my car is still there. I brought it in. I had an appointment this morning at 11 o'clock. So I drove Uber from like 6:30 to like 9. I should have stopped at 10, but I was lazy. So I hit the gym. I did 36 minutes on the elliptical. Then I went to my little appointment. And so, yeah, they still have my car right now. And they're like, we're still trying to figure it out. And I'm like, all right, well, take your time, because I definitely want to get rid of this effing noise. I've dealt with it long enough. And part of the reason too is like, I'm like, okay, if I pay the Tesla off, right? Like, I'm going to own this car. I don't want to hear this damn noise. Or if I sell the Tesla, right? How am I going to sell this damn car with this noise? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely to my advantage to pay that off. We got the Chi-Town on lock. What's going on, my bro? Says peace and blessings. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping by, my man. It's been a while since I've seen you. I appreciate you. We got Diamond in the house. Diamond says, I'm late, but I made it. Hey, Miss Williams. Diamond, what's going on, girl? Hope you're doing well. And like I said, it's always a pleasure to see a friendly face. We got another friendly face. William in the house says, congrats, D. You're awesome with your foundation of information on credit. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, and I got really, really lucky. Like, people have made fun of me. They're like, hey, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about on your channel, right? They know the channel's about credit, right? So it's like, what are you talking about tonight, right? Because it's going to be the same topic. But I'm very grateful because it's something that I'm passionate about. I don't necessarily say that I'm passionate about credit and I'm passionate about sharing my experience and helping others. It's evident that I'm passionate about it because I've been doing this for 4 years, but it's not something that's at the forefront of my mind. Like if somebody says, well, what are you passionate about? I'm not going to be like, I'm passionate about credit. And you know what I'm saying? Even though I am, which I think is quite interesting. It's definitely a privilege to be here and serve and help in any way that I can. Mr. Patel says, yes, sir. I paid off the Lexus last year. I carried that loan for about 10 months. Then I got tired of paying interest and paid it off. Blessed to be in the position where I could do that. I say pay the car. Okay. Yeah, I mean, paying off the Tesla is obviously going to be a little more intriguing for the simple fact that it's a less amount, right? Once again, my student loans is $51,000. Never thought I would be that guy to pay off student loans. Like, I'm like, man, I'm going to pay that till I die. Like, I'm never paying off my student loans. And the student loan payments, it's a problem. Like, it's a problem. Like, my payment could be lower, right? Like, I think right now I'm paying $572. It could be lower. I guess it could be higher too. But, I mean, paying $572 for a student loan, like, that's a substantial amount of money. And then the Tesla, that's $737. We're not even going to talk about that. That's just stupid. Okay. Don't try this at home. Don't do it. Right. Your money's better spent elsewhere. And of course, if I wanted to try to justify, let's say I, made a lot of videos, right? Like I did back in the day. If I made a lot of videos, like I can easily make $1,000 a month on YouTube, and I can say, well, I'm paying my Tesla car note with my YouTube money, right? I could say that, but it doesn't matter. Still coming out of my account, and I still cry about it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to slap them into the comment section. I see I'm closer to the bottom of the comment section, but if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask. I love the opportunity to answer your question. Damon says, like Mr. Perel, my first video. Oh, you're talking about, okay, Mr. Patel. My first video was also the Quicksilver credit card. Also because I received mine and was curious about the card, and looking at your video got me hooked. Much love, my brother. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate that. I mean, you know, like one of the things that I absolutely love about YouTube and is that, or I guess social media in general, right? Like, I mean, YouTube's not really social media, but whatever. I guess it can be. What's really cool is that people follow or subscribe or whatever. They subscribe to the person, right? There's value there. They like that person. They think that person is this and that. And of course, me being who I am and how I am, I'm OCD about certain things. You know, I want to provide value. Like, that's just common sense. But I also want to be genuine, right? I want to be authentic. I don't want to be over the top. I want to be real. You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool that people value that, you know, like, granted, my energy on this camera when the camera comes on is different than my energy in my regular life. Now, in my regular life, will you find me being passionate? Can you find me passionate in my regular life? Absolutely. Depending on the topic. If we're talking about my kids, absolutely. That's a no-brainer, right? If I'm having a great conversation in Uber, which, you know, if I drive 10 to 20 trips in Uber every day, I'm definitely having at least 1 to 2 interesting conversations, you know, so I'm very lucky. So yeah, you can find me passionate in those moments. But yeah, man, it's just really cool to be able to turn the camera on. You know, I remember turning on the camera and, you know what I'm saying, like getting 20 views on a video was a big deal, you know, much less, you know, getting 100 views. So definitely come a long way. Once again, if you guys have any comments or concerns or questions, slap them into the comment section. I see we have 13 viewers right now. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up, I'd appreciate you just smashing that thumbs up. Free support, you know what I mean? Free support for your boy. Ronald says, congratulations. Ronald is also a channel member. Ronald says, congratulations, Dwayne, on 30,000 subs. I just want to thank you for all your help, for allowing me to be an authorized user on your vast number of credit cards. Thank you. Yeah, man, my pleasure, bro. And you know what's super weird about the authorized user? Of course, there were and are people that are authorized users on my credit card right now. But the idea of that was not even my idea. The idea of that was a guy that probably doesn't follow the channel anymore. But he was like, two people actually. One of them was a woman, and she was like, in the comment section, she was like, hey, put me on your card as an authorized user. And I was like, ha ha ha, you funny, right? Because she was funny, right? And then maybe a couple of months after, this guy was like, hey, put me on your card as an authorized user, I'll pay you. And I was like, huh, interesting. And then that took a life of its own, you know, like that exploded. And of course, now it's not as explosive as it was, but it's irrelevant because everything has seasons. And if you don't know that by now and you're a full-blown adult, you got issues. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you taking the time to comment, Ronald. That means a lot to me. Life for Businesses, how many views would you need per month to make 1,000 per month on YouTube? Great question. That question is different for a lot of reasons and a lot of people. That question is different based on number one, what topic you're talking about. Because I'm talking about credit cards and sort of kind of in the financial space, we get paid a little bit better than a channel that is like doing comedy skits, right? So we get paid every single time somebody views something. So we get paid per view, right? Of course, there's ads in the beginning of the video, there's ads during the video, so we get fractions of a penny for each of those ads, right? Like fractions, not even a full penny per ad, right? Of course, somebody does. Like the bigger YouTube channels, they're going to get paid a lot more because they have a bigger audience, and YouTube is going to reward that because, of course, you know, whatever the ads are that are playing on their channel, maybe the advertisers are paying more. Okay, so it just depends. It depends on what the topic is of the channel. That depends on how much. That will determine how much you get paid per view, and then, you know, it just depends on a lot of different algorithms. It depends on, you know, maybe the thumbs up, maybe the numbers of views, obviously the topic in which we're talking about. If I'm talking about toothpaste, right, like that toothpaste video might not get paid as much per click as a video talking about investing or a video talking about American Express, right? So it just really kind of depends. I mean, I can show you guys, I'll show you just for grins. I'll show you on my How to Build Credit TV channel. Okay, so the last video I did, the last video, not a live stream, it was the unboxing the X1 credit card. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you my revenue for that video. Okay. And the revenue is going to basically let you know how much money I've made on that video since publishing the video. And the video was published like in March sometime. So right there you can see I made $28, right? It says estimated revenue. I made $28.32. And so you can see the little graph, you know, it says March the 27th to June 22nd, right? $28.32. Now I'll tell you how many views the video has had since then. Give me a second. Maybe I can't tell you. I mean, I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, yeah, it tells you right here. It says this video has gotten 1,505 views since it was published. I'll show you guys that this little app that I'm using. It says this video has gotten 1,505 views since it's published. So that's $28.32. Now that's that video, right? Like if the video was about American Express or if the video was about Navy Federal, for those same amount of views, 1,505 views, I could easily get paid more or less. So there's a lot of different factors. By the way, if you have any questions or comments, slap them into the comment section. This is a live stream, and you know, I'd love the opportunity to answer your questions. Let's get some questions going, you guys. If you have any questions, ask your boy. Of course, I'm gonna be back on here doing some more videos. I will be doing videos going over the current credit cards that I have, right? So I think I have like 23. Let's say 23. It's 23 or 24 credit cards. So there's going to be a time where I'm going to literally talk about every single credit card that I have, and I'll probably make an individual video for each of the credit cards that I have. And of course, I want to say that some of the credit cards that I have, you know, there's nothing special. Like people can kind of get out of control when it comes to this credit card thing, right? We can be credit card snobs, you know, in regards to like, oh no, I would never apply for this credit card because it doesn't really offer anything, or, you know, or like there's no, right? Like, I don't care. Like, I personally have applied for credit cards, number one, because there's no hard inquiry, right? That's a turn on for me. No, there's no sign up bonus, but the no hard inquiry is like free application, let's go, right? Whereas somebody else that, you know, is a credit card snob, and that's okay if they're a credit card snob or not. I'm sure maybe in a way I am a credit card snob too. You know, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, freedom of speech or freedom of choice, right? Whatever makes you happy is what you should do. And I'm not going to tell you what that is because I'm not you. I can't define what you do to make you happy. So yeah, I will be talking about the different credit cards that I have. And I might go in the order of when I accumulated that that particular card. So we'll see, but those videos will be coming, and I'll probably just do like, you know, like a video every other day and just like eventually get them out. There's no need for me to do a video a day. Like that's not That's not this particular channel. Of course, there are channels out there that do that, and that's cool. They got the energy, they got the content they want to talk about, they have the motivation, and by the motivation, I also mean the paycheck that you get from YouTube, right? People that do videos daily, of course, yeah, they want to help, right? But YouTube is very much a business as well, right? You have people that are making 50, 60, $100,000 a year on videos. I mean, clearly you have people making $1 million a year on videos. I mean, not me, nowhere close, but trust me, there's a lot of people that you guys know that are pulling in 50, 60, 80, $90,000 a year doing videos. So it's going to be, you know, in their best interest to be pumping out videos all the time. And of course, if you find value in that, then it's a win. It's a win for them. It's a win for you. We got Donna in the building, says, congratulations, you have worked hard to make it to 30,000 subscribers. So happy for you. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you stopping by and telling me that. You know, it's definitely cool to see from a vain and vanity standpoint. You know, it's cool to see 30,000 subscribers. Of course, you know, if somebody has 1 million subscribers and they upload a video and they get, you know, 10,000 views, it's almost like, all right, well, you got 1 million subs, but you only got 10,000 views, right? Like it's not that big of a deal. But I definitely, like I said, from a vain and vanity and a superficial standpoint, it's a lot cooler to see 30,000 subs there than it is to see 3,000 or than it is to see 300, right? So I appreciate you, Donna. Thank you for saying those kind words. The YouTube experiment says, hey, How to Build Credit TV YouTubers and the ever so winding circle of crazy people. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. It's a pleasure to have you. He says, yes, congratulations on 30,000 subs. Thank you, sir. The YouTube experiment says $28.32. That is $28.32 more than me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it just depends on what your definition of success is, right? And that is a whole nother can of worm. When we talk about success, how do you measure success, right? A lot of people would want to measure success by using money, right? Money is like the quickest one, the easiest one for, like, you know, how do you know if you're successful or what makes you successful, right? And so it just really kind of depends. I mean, for me personally, you know, now that I'm a little more mature, you know, a lot of things, I use a lot of other things that I would say defines success for me, okay? And it's not always money. And that's kind of funny me saying that, because trust me, I love my money. I love my money. I love the game of it. I love to see, like, hey, let's make this bank account grow, you know, like I love it. So like right now I'm dying in regards to the stock market, because most people's stocks are down, right? Unless you're lucky and you didn't buy stocks like 8 months ago and now you just started buying stocks, you know, last week. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky. But if you bought stocks 8 months ago, chances are you're probably down, because everybody's down. Life for a Business says, you the GOAT, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate the kind words. I don't know about the GOAT, but maybe I can be the GOAT of the How to Build Credit TV space, or the How to Build Credit space, right? Maybe I can be the GOAT on that, because that's not a sexy topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to talk about how to get $20,000 in credit, or how to hack this and hack that, right? So it's not the sexiest thing ever. But, you know, I'll take it. I appreciate the kind words, my man. Roxanne says, congrats on 30,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. The YouTube experiment says, I'm not a snob, but I only get a credit card if it serves a purpose. Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because then you'll be like me and you'll have 20-something credit cards. We have people that have 30, 50 credit cards. Like, after a while, I mean, I got 23, maybe 24 cards. I mean, I don't use half of those cards, you know? Like, I have to remind myself, yo, you need to use this card. You haven't used this card in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm being real, right? Of course, I could make a bigger effort to use the cards because I drive Uber, right? So I could say, all right, I'm gonna use this card for gas today, and use the next one tomorrow, and I could cycle through my 20-something cards that way. But after a while, I mean, having 10 credit cards, there's nothing special about having 10 credit cards, right? Other than you have more available credit and it looks cool and you might feel good about it. And let's say you got 10 incredible sign-up offers. Other than that, there's no like real benefit. So I definitely understand where you're coming from when you say if the card serves a purpose. Howard, what's going on, my man? Thanks for stopping by. Howard's in the building, says congrats on 30,000. Enjoy it. Again, congratulations. I always like listening to you. Howard, thank you so much, my bro. Man, I love the love. I love the love, and you know, it never gets old reading positive comments, because trust me, there were times when there were a lot of negative comments. There might even be negative comments now in the comment section for some of my videos. You know, now thank God I'm just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day I used to be like, oh no, like, you know, they hurt my feelings. They're on here, and of course some of those people were trolls, right? But you know, I was still sensitive. So I appreciate being able to read some positive comments. Thank you, Howard, for that. Miss Lewis, Lorraine, what's going on, girl? I haven't seen you in a minute. She says, I'm getting tired of credit cards. I have 30, and I really want to close all cards that don't have at least 5,000 limit. Listen, see, and that's a good point, right? Like having 30 cards, I mean, after a while, it's like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, whatever you want to accomplish, let's say that is getting a Lexus or getting the American Express Platinum card. After you get the card, you get the sign-up bonus, you know, it's nothing special. So yeah, 30 credit cards is definitely quite a bit. And I think that's a decent prerequisite or requirement that you have in regards to, if it doesn't have a $5,000 limit, you might as well close the card. Of course, obviously you're a pro, you don't need this advice, but for the people that want to close certain credit cards, be sure to know that you don't close your oldest credit card. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a Capital One card with a $3,000 limit, right? That card is my oldest card, you know? So I couldn't use Lorraine's rule about the 5,000 credit limit, because I would close that card and I would lose credit history from 2013. You know, it's almost 10 years. So that's definitely something for people to consider. Angela, what is going on, girl? Thank you so much for stopping by. Angela is in the building. She says, hi, Dwayne and Credit Family. Angela is also a channel member. She says, congrats on getting 30,000 subscribers. And she got the little party deal. Can you guys believe I'm about to be 44 on Friday? I'm so freaking lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure somebody looks better than me for 44, right? Because that's life. That's going to happen. But one of the things that I think is interesting, I saw my dad yesterday, and he was like, you're probably going to start getting some grays now. You know, I don't know if he's saying that because maybe this is the age that he started to get grays. But like, how lucky am I? I'm 44, and I don't have a lot of grays. I probably got like 6, maybe 12 now, right? I got grays in places I don't want to have grays, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't have a lot of grays. So I think it's kind of funny because, of course, I'm like, yeah, I think I'd like some gray hairs, you know, like, you know, I'm 44, I'll take some. Of course, I'm going to say that because I don't have any, right? But I think it's a good look. So definitely I'm a lucky guy. Excuse me. King Nip and Erica, what is going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. It's been a minute since I've seen you in the stream. My brother says congrats on the 30,000. My brother. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's kind of funny. Yesterday when I went to the airport, there was a lady in front of me, and some guy was leaving. I don't know who she was, right? Just a random lady. And I guess she saw the Jamaica flag, right? So I was coming out the car and I was getting the Uber rider's suitcase out of the back, and she's like, "Wow, go on, Brett." And I was like, it kind of caught me off guard. But it was really neat. And I was like, how does she know I'm Jamaican? And I was like, oh, okay, the flag, because I got a flag in my Honda Accord, and of course I got a flag in my Tesla as well. Excuse me. The YouTube experiment says half of those cards do serve a purpose, even if you do not use them all regular. What's going on, Rod? Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to see you. Rod is definitely one of the subscribers that have been around for a while, so I'm glad I just kind of threw up the thumbnail about the 30,000 subs. It's really, really cool to see these friendly faces and profile names again. I appreciate you stopping by. He says, evening, everyone. I agree with King Nip. Absolutely. The YouTube experiment says, i.e. the hotel cards that give you a free night with a $95 annual fee serves a purpose, but probably doesn't get as much use in a lot of wallets. No, that's true. I mean, and that's a good point. I have my Marriott card that I'm sure I have the credit for the free night because I haven't used it. And it's a crime when you have that credit and you don't use it. But the thing is, like, those points easily is going to be more valuable than $95, right? Depending on where you redeem it, it's definitely going to be more valuable than $95. So that's definitely a very, very good point. Listen, if you guys have any more questions or comments, or you just want to, share some love in the building, I think this week's going to be interesting because, once again, I'm turning 44 on Friday. I might actually do a live stream on my birthday, which is huge. My birthdays are not anything special, but of course I think moving forward in the future, I will make a bigger deal of it. My birthday's pretty standard. I go eat with my kids. That's it. Like I don't really have to do anything else extravagant. I don't buy another gadget or a really nice toy or anything like that. Of course, me being me, I use it also as a time to reflect. And once again, I shared a little earlier in the video that somebody was asking me, like, are you happy with where you are? Or I don't remember the question, but it was something like that, right? And like I said in the beginning of the video, I started to go to the negative, and not necessarily the negative, but the things that weren't perfect, right? Because I am very much caught up with being the best version of myself, and then being the bestest version of myself, right? Like that's just like a goal that you're never gonna really attain, and in a way that's really good because it's always making you work. You're always growing, especially if you're doing it right. So I thought about the question and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna compare my being 44 to being 34, and when I look at it through that lens, right? 44 today versus 10 years ago when I was 34. And I'm like, yo, my life is incredible right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's incredible because I have a little freedom and I have some choice. At least I feel that way. Okay, I feel that way. It's not like I'm retired because I'm not. So, but I have a little choice. So I'm just like, this is not bad. 10 years ago, I didn't have this choice. So it's all about the perspective with which you decide to view things, right? If you want to view things negative, then things will be. If you want to view things positive, then things will also be. You'll find whatever it is you're looking for. Lorraine says, what's the difference? What difference does the history make after you have all the credit that you need? That's a good question, right? Like in reality, the reason why I gave the advice, obviously not to you, Lorraine, because you already know this, is because a lot of people will be quick to close a credit card that has a lower limit, or a credit card that has an annual fee and a lower limit. But that's like the first card that they got, right? And so you got to be careful. Like obviously, if if I have my Capital One card from 2013 and then my other Capital One from 2014, closing the one from 2013 is not going to hurt my credit a whole lot. But if I close both of them, right, 2013, 2014, the next credit card that I have currently is going to be from 2018. So I'm losing years right there, and that's going to affect my average age of credit. Is not even, it's not old. Like it's like 4 years. Like 4 years and some months on one of them, TransUnion, I think. I'll show you guys. I'm logging into my Credit Karma. I'm stuffed up. Excuse me. So this is on Credit Karma right now. My credit score is 779. TransUnion 787, and this is a Vantage score. This is not a FICO score. Okay, there is a difference. All right. But if I show you guys my average age of credit, on TransUnion, my average age of credit is 4 years and 3 months. 4 years and 3 months on TransUnion. Let's see what it is on Equifax. So on Equifax, I think it's going to be less on Equifax. And my credit score, according to Credit Karma, is 787. Okay, wow, it's actually more. 4 years and 4 months. So we got 4 years and 4 months, right? And then if I go back and show you guys my TransUnion, I think it's 4 years and 3 months. Let's see, let's just double check. So here's my TransUnion, and it is 4 years and 3 months. Okay, so yeah, so if I close my cards from 2013 and 2014, like literally, I'm gonna lose hella age, because the next youngest card or the next oldest card is gonna be from 2018. Now, I had some credit cards in there that I got in 2017, but I don't have those cards anymore. So it would jump to 2018, and that would be my Discover card. That was a 2018 joint. My American Express Blue Cash Every Day, that was a 2018. My US Bank Cash Plus, Visa Signature Cash Plus or whatever, that's a 2018 card as well. And so, yeah, I would kind of lose that, which would really, really suck. YouTube Experiment says, what was your longest Uber ride? My longest Uber ride might have been a little over an hour. It's like 50 something miles, like 52 miles. And of course, I got that ride when I was being greedy, right? Like, it's funny, like I'll be driving Uber and like, you know, if it's a good day, I want to keep driving, right? So I actually, yesterday, I made over $300 driving. But what happened was, the 50 something mile trip, I was about to stop, and the area that I was in had some really high surges. So of course I think I stopped, and then I saw that there were surges, right? Like making extra $11 on this trip, right? Which is trash. You're probably not making an extra 11, right? But it works, right? So I was like, oh snap, turn the app back on, right? I'll do just one more. And the one more that I had to do was like a 52-mile trip. And of course, if you're going 52 miles somewhere, it's probably not going to be in the direction that you want to go, right? Because I mean, it's 52 miles, so you're gonna be driving, and it was like 5 something. So I made that drive way out there, and then I drove way back in with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to get stuck out there. So yeah, that was the longest trip I've ever done. So I haven't done any, like, you know, from Houston to Austin or Houston to San Antonio or Houston to Dallas. I haven't done that yet. I don't really know what I would do if I actually got that trip, to be honest. Like, if I had a trip from Houston to San Antonio, like, I would want to accept it, but like, the truth of the matter is I probably have to drive back from San Antonio to Houston without somebody in the car, because what are the odds I'm gonna get lucky enough to find somebody in San Antonio heading to Houston, right? So my YouTube Experiment says my Capital One cards lowest credit limit, but they no annual fee, so I keep them open. Absolutely, I think it's easy, especially when there's no annual fee. There's really not a reason to close it, and especially if it's the oldest card, no annual fee, no reason to close it at all. My nose has gotten more stuffy as I've done the video. My oldest card is Capital One, 22 years and 3 months. Wow. That is a beautiful thing. I need to get on your card as an authorized user. That would benefit me tremendously. King Nip and Erica says, speaking of US Bank Cash Plus, I got approved for that card. Got a baby limit 500, but I'm a def maximize them home utilities and cable streamings. So I'll take the baby limit. First of all, I mean, I hear you. Like, I feel you, bro. My credit limit on my Citibank my Citibank card, it's not a double cash. They closed that account. But my credit limit on one of my Citibank cards, it's the dividend card, is $450. So I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And I think my credit on the Tomo card is $400. I haven't logged into that account, but I think that's my lowest limit. You know what I'm saying? And the Tomo card had no hard inquiry. Look, I got to download it, because the app, like, I can't even tell you the last time I opened the app to the Tomo card. I might not even be able to log in. No, don't send me no. Look, yeah, they want my login information. Now I have to look it up on my phone to see if I can find it real quick, to see if I can log in. Okay, sweet, I found it. All right, let me log in. I want to show you guys. I want to show myself. Give me a second. Yeah, I think that credit limit's like $400, which would be my lowest credit limit. Let's double check the password. All right, logging into my Tomo account that I haven't been in forever. Oh, snap. Okay, your boy's credit limit is $1,000. Okay, well, I take that back. So the Tomo is not the lowest card. The lowest card that I currently have is my Citibank dividend card. So I'm logged into my Tomo account. But when I got this card and I did the video, I think the limit was like $400. So it's $1,000 right now. And I probably used that card once. I'm pretty sure I've only used it once. Okay, give me a second here. Roxon says Capital One has no foreign transactions too. You can do the $1 trick monthly on them if you're not charging. If you're not charging on them. I'm not sure what you're talking about with the $1 trick, but oh, okay, maybe like leave $1 balance and they'll credit your account. They'll credit you the $1. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. Lorraine says her oldest card is from 1990, American Express. Let's go. That's so beautiful. My oldest card is, I guess, definitely American Express, and it's from 1999. So, no, that's cool, Lorraine. Thanks for sharing that. Roxanne says US Bank Cash Plus is awesome. It is awesome. So, as a matter of fact, my boy that said he got that baby limit, King Nip, got the $500 baby limit. Listen, bro, you're going to use the snot out of it, and you're going to get your 5% cash back on, like you said, the home utilities and cable streaming. It's money in the bank. That's easy. That's an easy way to get 5% back. Life for a Business says still the Marriott has the free night. Yeah, I think so. I love the Marriott card. There you go. Very good. My Hilton card gets more use than the Marriott card, but I don't think it really matters. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna benefit whichever card you use. King Nip and Erica says Capital One had me on the bucketing list. I canceled both of them cards, so hopefully next year sometime I'm off that bucket list. But one card had an annual fee and one didn't, but I canceled both. I don't know what's the bucketing list. What is that, bro? Let me know what that is. I have no idea what that is. The YouTube Experiment says I had a trip to NYC, from NYC to Boston on a surge, but they canceled and I refused the ride as they should have ordered Uber XL. I said one less person or else can't do trip as it's long ride, too risky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because I've never done a trip that long, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, right? I guess it could be worth it, obviously depending on the amount. And then of course, if you're like, okay, that would be $40 an hour, right? Or that'd be $35 or $30 an hour. Like if you use it, if you can justify it that way, then it would be worth it, right? But for me, it can't be $40 an hour just the one way, right? If I got to drive 2.5 hours to San Antonio and 2.5 back, it needs to be $40 an hour this way and coming back. Roxanne says my lowest limit is $650 if I recall correctly. All right. YouTube Experiment says I did New York City to Hartford, Connecticut 2 times. King Nip says my lowest limit now is US Bank Cash Plus card, $500, but most data points online say within the next 8 months they'll increase it with reasonable use. My limit on that card is $6,000, and they keep trying to get me to apply for a credit limit increase, and I'm like, no. You know, I'm like, just give it to me. Why y'all gotta make me apply for it? It's a hard inquiry, so I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like $6,000 is fine, and I don't use the card that much. King Nip says, so I'll just wait it out and hopefully they increase it and I'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, with the limit being $500 on that card, I think the chances of getting increased is going to be very likely, especially using the card heavily. Roxanne says, you charge $1 a month and they remove it. I can get Amazon gift cards on their cards I don't use. Yep, you got it, sir. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I need to blow my nose. King Nip says, oh yeah, the US Bank Cash Plus sign up bonus. I got the $200 with 1,000 easy. Let me get that. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like, that's a pretty decent offer. You know, I really like the $200 back, you know, by spending a $500. That's good. But I mean, if you're able to meet the minimum spend, these sign up bonuses are a no-brainer. Okay, cool. So Life for a Business was asking Roxanne about the 5% on utility. And of course you can get that with the US Cash Plus. The YouTuber Experiment says, I would like to get the US Bank, but they tough like nails. They make Chase 524 rules seem easy. Well, maybe. US Bank is not the easiest to get approved for. And at the time that I applied for it, I had no idea anything about US Bank. I applied back in 2018. In 2018, I applied for a Discover card. And then I applied for it was American Express first. Blue Cash Every Day, then the Discover card. Both of those cards were on the same day. And then after that, I did the Bank of America Cash Rewards card. I also did the US Bank. And I didn't know anything about US Bank. Like, I really had no clue. So I didn't know how hard or not hard it was. But I didn't have a bunch of inquiries. Like, back then, I probably had 0 inquiries when I started to apply for the American Express, the Discover, the Bank of America Cash Rewards, and then the US Bank. And then eventually I got in October, I ended up getting the American Express Gold card. So yeah, I didn't know anything about that. But I think always when you have no inquiries, it's always easier to get approved. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is. It's a bad look when we have, you know, 4, 6, 10 inquiries. Like, you may as well not apply for anything. King Nip says, US Bank said limit is low because I had 3 new accounts in the last 12 months. See, there we go. And they told you. So it's all good, man. Yeah, my fingers are crossed. You know, prayers going up for you to get a higher limit over time, which I'm sure you would and should. Listen, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to slap them into the comment section. I'm going to be heading out the door right now. So if you have any questions or comments, or you just want to congratulate us on getting 30,000 subscribers, for which I'm super grateful, slap that into the comment section right now. The YouTube Experiment says US Bank is usually very inquiry sensitive. Yeah, I definitely learned that. I think I was trying to apply for their business credit card because they had a sign-up offer, and I was like, "Ooh, easy money," and I wasn't able to get that card. Once again, if you have any comments at all, excuse me, feel free to ask. King Nip says, you doing a live on Friday for sure? I mean, you don't put me on a spot, my brother. Oh man, a Friday stream. It's definitely possible for me to do a live stream on my birthday. Once again, I shared a little bit earlier in the video that the last time I worked on my birthday, I might have been like 14, 15, when my dad was like, "Your birthday's it's not a special day." He's so funny. I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, there's other things you can teach me. Teach me something else. Don't teach me that. That's lame. But literally, that was the last time I worked on my birthday. So I have considered driving Uber on my birthday. And then, of course, I've considered doing a live stream on my birthday. So I'm not going to commit to it 100%. But the chances of me doing a live stream on Friday, which is my birthday, is higher than it's ever been in the last 4 years on this channel. And the reason being is because I won't be able to eat I won't be able to eat dinner with my kids on Friday because my son's gonna work on Friday, so I'll push the dinner to Saturday, right? Literally, that's like one of the main reasons. And of course, I'm thinking about driving Uber because I'm like, I need some more money because, you know, April was a tough month for me. I spent a lot of money April, and where my dad, my son, myself, two of my sisters, we're all going to Jamaica in July. And since my son's gonna be there, of course I'm gonna be responsible for him, and so I definitely need some money. So I was like, you know, maybe I'll drive Uber on Friday. But the thing is, like, I don't like to work on my birthday. The reason why I don't like to work on my birthday is, number one, I'm spoiled, right? Because some people don't have a choice. Number two, my birthday was in the summer, so I was never in school. So that was a plus, right? And so I don't want to work on my birthday because I don't want something, an outside influence, to screw up my birthday. Like, that's going to piss me off. Like, I want to control my birthday as much as I want to, right? Even if I do absolutely nothing and I just reflect, you know, like I might wake up on my birthday on Friday and say, I don't want to drive Uber, right? But I might hit the gym because I'm going to feel pretty empowered to be in the gym working out on my birthday because it's my birthday, right? But I'm going to feel good about it if I do it, right? So, because I'm going to eat Saturday for sure. So we'll see. Excuse me. King Nip says, I got to come through on that Earth Spring, that Earth Strong says, do you still have the Amex Platinum? I do still have the Platinum. I think November, either October or November is when the annual fee is coming up for me, and that's when it's going to go to $695. It says, oh yeah, I got approved for the Platinum Amex 3 weeks ago. There you go. Congratulations, my man. I think the live would be fire. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, I mean, I don't know, but I you know, it'll be kind of cool to kind of share my birthday with you guys, and you know, anybody that wants to come through and be positive and have positive vibes and energy, that would be kind of cool. So we will see. King Nip says, Uber birthday cash, got to get that money. Why not? Man, why not is, you know, it's work. Oh, let me show you guys. So Monday, I did pretty good on Monday. I didn't drive that much today because I was lazy and I had to bring my I had to bring the Tesla in, which sucked. So this is today, right? I'll show you guys today. Okay, man, come on. Today I drove 2 hours and 20 minutes, right? You'll see it here. So this is today. I made $67. You see Tuesday there. Then you see online time, 2 hours, 20 minutes, 7 trips. So for the people that want to freak out about how much is that an hour, $67, right? Out of the $67, $12 were tips. Excuse me, $12.42 were tips. And then yesterday, I did $309 yesterday, and I was online. I was on the Uber app for 11 hours and 6 minutes. In tips yesterday, I got $38. So I made $309 yesterday, but I spent $73 on gas for my Honda Accord. $73 on gas yesterday. So I didn't make $309. You know what I mean? But yeah. King Nip says, yeah, I feel you on that birthday vibe, bro. I do. When it hits $695, you're gonna cancel it or keep it. Amex Platinum. Technically, I can always justify keeping that card for a multitude of reasons. I could say, you know, oh, the money I make on YouTube is paying for my annual fee. I could say that. Honestly, there's not a huge benefit in keeping the card. I think it would be okay if I got rid of it in hopes of being able to get another sign-up bonus on that particular card somewhere down the road, right? Because getting the Platinum card for American Express or the Gold card for American Express, when you get those cards or any cards that have a good sign-up offer, even if it has an annual fee, it's easier to kind of justify getting the card in that moment. But then after you spend those points, and you got to worry about the next year and the next years after that, and you don't have this big sign up offer, you know, you look at the card sideways, like, is it really worth it? You know, the platinum card and giving you access to the Centurion Lounge. The Centurion Lounge in Houston is nothing special. Like, I've seen a regular priority pass access type of lounge that was better than the American Express Lounge in Houston, but that's Houston. So it just depends on how you look at it. You know, I'm not out there maximizing every aspect of that platinum card, so I really am not gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I was traveling and okay, I think I still have priority pass until 2023, right? Because I think I got it in 2019. I don't remember when I got it, but I know I have access because I think I remember seeing 2023, right? So I'll still have access to certain lounges. Now, it's not going to be the Centurion Lounge, but once again, in Houston, the Centurion Lounge is nothing special. I've never even done any other lounges in Houston, right? So I think with Priority Pass, I might have access to KLM. I might have access to another lounge, maybe even another couple of lounges, but I have never visited them because I just always have gone to the Centurion Lounge, which I kind of want to check out the Centurion Lounge when my son and my dad and my two sisters are traveling, but I think I'm only allowed to have, what is it, 4? Like me plus 3 guests, right, for free, and then each additional guest is like $50 or something ridiculous. Like, it's not worth it, but you know, somebody's out there paying it. King Nip says, I'm still working on the sign up bonus, 150,000 MR points, 6,000 spent in 6 months. Bro, that is a great sign up offer. Like, if I had that particular offer, I might buy a new laptop. I might buy a new camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a camera and I don't need a laptop, but I know that if I were going to apply for that card and that was a sign up offer, I would already have figured out how I'm going to meet that minimum spend. Rod says, I paid that $695 and I want to downgrade, not maximizing the benefits. Yeah, that $695 is real. I mean, that's real money, you know, but I don't know. Life for a Business. Thank you, sir. Congrats for the 30,000 subscribers. Thanks again. I appreciate the kind words as I'm on the way out the door. And speaking about on the way out the door, we got Shoe Lady 64 in the building. Thank you, ma'am, for stopping by and sharing that positivity. She says, congratulations, 30,000 subscribers. And she got the party emoji with the, you know what I'm saying? And a little party hat, some champagne, you know, popping bottles. Your boy don't drink, but we popping bottles. You know what I mean? This week is going to be a good week. I mean, this week is a good week. I think it's super interesting that I got the 30,000 subscribers on the week of my birthday, and then of course turning 44. And it's an interesting thing, turning 44, right? Like, I'm obviously not old, like, obviously, but it's like, yo, in 6 more years I'm gonna be 50. And then when you're 50, you're like, I'm not old, but you're half of a century, so you're not young. You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll be there, and we'll experience that, and I'll let you guys know how I feel. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it on up. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming out and supporting. Smash the thumbs up in this video if you haven't already done so. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. All right, I hope you guys have an incredible day, have an incredible week. I will be back again, of course. If not Friday, definitely Monday. But there might be a chance that I stop here on Friday and do a little birthday live stream, celebrate with you guys. All right, you guys have an incredible rest of your day and an incredible week. All right, once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed.